This is another video for socialists out there. I've done a video about why socialists shouldn't be upset about globalization. This video is about why we shouldn't mourn the welfare state. We should be glad of its demise. Why am I saying that? 3 reasons. Firstly, the welfare state is based around restricting what a worker can bid for. The minimum wage isn't a law against capitalists, it's a law against workers. It doesn't force capitalists to increase wages to the minimum, but it bans workers from bidding at a certain rate, below £5.31 or whatever it is an hour. And that's wrong. That increases unemployment. These people who write these laws, do they think businessmen are going to suddenly pay their workers better? No. They'll sack them, outsource the job, or get a machine to do it. We can see this happened in the 1970s. In California, they passed a law restricting Mexican immigration to the farms of California, particularly tomato farms. Did they employ native Californians? No. They bred a new type of smaller tomato, which is easier to cut by machine. So the welfare state increases unemployment, not just in that respect, but also in as much as it increases the tax burden on businesses, which means they're less enthusiastic about employing people. And I'm lucky. Even though I have a cognitive disability, I'm still able to get a job. A lot of disabled people aren't. Biggest reason for that is the welfare state, particularly health and safety law. Health and safety law pushes up the marginal price of labour against the workers' best interests. By increasing unemployment, the welfare state reduces the labour power of those still in employment, because the higher unemployment is, the harder it is to strike. Second, why do we have a welfare state? It was created by conservatives, Disraeli in Britain and Bismarck in Germany, because they were scared of socialism. Disraeli talked about the 2 nations that he saw Britain splitting into, and he wanted to stop that. And Bismarck was terrified of the new German Socialist Party, which he had banned a few years before in 1878. So in the 1880s, he creates a welfare state to draw the workers away from socialism. And finally, if the welfare state goes, at least the workers will gain sympathy, rather than being despised as they are at the moment, as dull scroungers and as chaps. If there was no welfare state to sponge off, then during periods of unemployment, the workers would gain sympathy instead of derision, as they do now. It will shift the political consensus to the left. This is what we call dialectic, a clash of opposites. The best phrase summing this up was by a Russian writer, Nikolai Chernyshevsky. He said, "The worse the better," which means the worse things are, the better for the revolution, which is something all socialists should accept. If you don't accept that, then you're not a communist and you're certainly not a socialist. You have to accept that we can't make life better until after the revolution. We try and make things better through reform, that only benefits the conservatives through the small c. Thanks for your time, people. Got any anything else to add, I'll let you know.